Good. Okay. Good morning. My microphone was unplugged. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Metric. Good morning. Okay. Score probably not gonna be a thing. Although, don't delete it. Just go ahead and comment it out. I can go ahead and remove all this shit later for the final actualness. Oh, sorry for completely missing your question on the Prey stream the other day. Yes, I have beaten it before. I was on a second save file doing the kill all the people run. Although I ended up failing that, but I did learn quite a bit, so it wasn't a complete failure. Okay. Yeah, Prey is amazing. It's a super, super, super fun game. Okay, so I'm thinking the idea is going to be you just get to the end and it records which of the shinies you have and then also your final time. Although, actually recording that data can be done later because I don't have any place to record it to just yet. So I should probably get a level transition system in place so that I can actually make multiple levels and then have them cohesively connected together. So let's try and figure that out. Godot level transition system. Because I'm pretty sure Godot has a built-in thing for that. Because optimally, I should be able to, in the level goal script, once you overlap it, it really should kind of like bring up like a information screen that like showed your final time, blah blah blah, and then you press a button that goes to the next level. But for now, I can I'll just make it just go directly to the next level. Good morning, Death. Spent the better part of 5 hours figuring out how to rotate a box. What the fuck? What program were you using? That feels like it should be a single line operation. Roblox? Damn. It defaults rotation measurements to radians, and I was trying to implicitly use degrees. Radians is, based on, like, the radius. So, like, 1 radian is the length of 1 radius. Is that how that works? Pretty much. Wait, but then there would only be like 6.2 radians for like a full rotation. Minus 60 radians is very different from minus 60 degrees. Yes, I can imagine. Yeah, radians seem like they would make the most intuitive sense in terms of how you would design a geometric system. Although it's like the number for a full rotation is super fucking small. It's not granular at all. So yeah, degrees makes more sense to actually use for shit. ChatGPT pointing out all my rotation changes for radians made a notice. Oh no. This is why we read the documentation. Okay. Maybe I can... go the fuck to sleep. Sleep for fucking 14 hours. Can I grab the currency? Roblox's documentation is garbage. Doesn't tell you what values are output by a function in what order. Why the fuck would anyone ever use radians? Like, I'm sure there's a use case, otherwise it wouldn't exist. But like, why? Like, degree, like, everyone knows what a degree is. Like, fucking nobody know. If you're talking to a random person, like a casual person, nobody fucking knows what a radian is. And like, a degree is far more granular, so you would think that it would be better. Because it would give you more precise control, without having to have arbitrary decimal places. And because 360 is, like, divisible by so many things, you can get, like, exact partial rotations for a lot of different things. The get pivot function, get pivot C-frame right parallel. This function gets the pivot of a PV instance. This is often used the PV instance pivot tool to move a model. Models and base parts are both PV instances, position velocity instances. And so both have this function, return C-frame. That doesn't say anything about rotation. But then again, I've never touched Roblox. It outputs XYZ and a rotation matrix. Is the XYZ the object's current position? So is get pivot just the transform function? All they had to do was tell me that in documentation. Question. When doing the get pivot function, could you not just print that to see exactly what it's pulling? How the fuck do I just get the current scene? The print looks like this. That's... What the fuck am... What the fuck is that garbage? Okay, well the first three looks like it's just your standard XYZ. But then you have 3 more sets of triplicates. XYZ. How can... okay, I don't know what a rotation matrix is. Because, to my understanding, there's... 3 rotation things. Or I guess in the case of 2D, there's only 1 rotation thing. Starting to learn matrices more. Matrices sound interesting. Mainly just because I like the way that the grid looks. None of that is helpful in teaching me how to use it. Yeah, true. Okay, well, let's go ahead and remove that, and then just turn this into level 0. And go ahead and duplicate. Turn that into level 1. So, level goal var current level equals get parent.name. Explaining why it works like this would take the next 3 hours, so I'm just going to not. That's fair. Identifier current. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, Godot. Remove characters from string. No, not a specific character. Okay, so 5, 6. And then 5 pages documents before finally just asking the AI, which promptly told me I was using the wrong measurement type. Yeah, I suppose there's some uses for that. Some uses for AI in programming. Telling you when the person who wrote the documentation was a dumb fuck. Invalid access or property key name. Ah, no. Ready. Okay, level. Okay, cool. Current level. ID equals 0. Okay, so current level ID gets that. Okay, so set the current level ID, and then timer's running false. And then load. Plus current level ID plus. Assignment is not allowed in an expression. Fine. Can I actually... Sag. No plus for me. Okay, so... Invalid operand string into integer. One. Yeah, I was concerned about that. It doesn't automatically place a leading 0. Now, the simplest way to solve this would be to just get rid of the 0. And that's what I'm going to do. As much as I like my leading zeros, it's not worth the hassle. Okay. So current level ID, target level ID. Current level ID equals get parent.name. Wait, no. Because this current system of getting the ID would only work for the first 10 levels. Unless, hang on. Can I just get parent dot level ID? Invalid access. Blarg. Dot meta get meta level ID. Hey! Returns the object's metadata for the given entry name. If the entry does not exist, returns default. If default is null, an error is generated. Nice, that's amazing. Godot, why are you fucking stupid? Fuck you with your automatic capitals and spaces. I made the variable fucking camel case for a reason. Okay. Okay, so current level ID equals, okay, level ID, and then target level ID equals current level ID plus 1. And then load target level ID. Oh wait, just fucking loading it doesn't actually do anything. Next level scene. Huh? What's the fucking syntax on this? Hmm. You would think that this would be a simple thing that someone would already have just here, use this thing, and it would just work. Make a change scene to file. Change into file. Changes the running scene to the one at the given path after loading it into a packed scene and creating a new instance. Okay, that sounds promising. Hey, it worked. Although I do have to get parent q free. There we go. And now this should crash. Nice. Yeah, change scene to file. That makes it so much simpler than whatever the fuck I was doing before. So, optimally, I would hit it. It would bring up some sort of menu, and then this would get ran when I press a button. Let's go ahead and do a fade out. Godot fade effect. Whew. No, they want. A lot of people keep saying just use a canvas. Which I suppose that's fair enough. But I feel like there should be a drawing function for just global color across the entire screen. Okay, add an animation player as a child. Duration to 0.5. I love like I said its duration to 0.5. There we go. Okay. Wait. Since it fits in and out, it takes twice as long, so the total duration is 0.1. Starts transparent and becomes opaque. No, do not create new track. Okay. Set 200 and add a keyframe. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. Nice. Okay. Doobie boop. Doobie boop. Yeah, this is a much better transition method. Just making a function rather than hard coding it. So then you could pass in whatever you wanted. Oh, wait. Change scene to packed. I guess I don't know what packed means. this works for now. Okay, damn, it really wants me to fucking give a... It really wants me to give a script to this. Fine. Okay. Pet scene is not a supplement. Oh, okay, so this is just flat pack scene. Okay. Oh. Neat. Really glad I have an audio alert on that from my end. Otherwise, I would have completely forgotten. Assume text. Okay, I'm gonna go refill my water. heck? Okay. Load. Add sibling. Go to load instance of C. Hmm. All right. Wait until animation player finishes. Hmm. Okay, that worked. But it did not. Okay, well, first of all, change scene to packed. The current scene is immediately removed from the tree. That's a fucking lie. Okay, so this isn't visually appearing. And level 0 is not getting removed from the tree. might be better to try and shove this to like a global function. Just so that it doesn't matter which level I'm on, I can then transition to any other scene. Because that would be better than hard coding every scene transition. Especially like because like after you finish the level, it's gonna like, I'm imagining it brings up a menu, or you'll have like a button that's like back to level select, reset, and then like next level. Although, better to get this to work at all, and then we can make it more condensed, more optimal. Hmm. What the fuck is this colon equals sign? Sets the variable type to whatever's on the other side. Is a functionally equivalent. Choose the first one you're specifically. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's just for fucking. Okay, that's just for string typing. So this is just wildcard string typing. So S integer, because 1 is an integer. So I could have manually string typed it to whatever. But it appears that if you don't designate, it just acts as a wildcard. And then it just sets the string type to whatever it's initialized as. Okay, that's interesting. Although, Seems like that could cause some issues. Like in this instance, if you're wanting it to be a float, but then you just forget to add the 0.0. You know what? Fuck the transition. Fuck the animation player. I don't care about animation player. Operations happen in the following order when change scene to packed is called. 1. The current scene node is immediately removed from the tree. That's a lie. Because it is definitively not getting removed from the tree. Globals and then level 0. Yep, not getting removed. Ooh. Okay. I mean, I guess I can just fucking... I can just do this, but I mean, that should be done implicitly. At least the way it's described. Hmm. Okay. Oh, we have a shitty level transition that is going to break as soon as we get to the last level. Okay, so nil. If t equals nil, that's an issue. Okay. Slowly but surely. Wait, can I? No, no, I can't. I was trying to drag it out so I wouldn't have to move my mouse across the screen the entire time, every time. Okay. Identifier nil, not declared. Nil is a global. It's an implicit. Wait, line 11. Wait, hang on. Invalid ends nil and integer in operator plus. Oh. Oh, I didn't give. Oh, that's a completely separate issue. I thought it was failing to call the next level. No. I just did not set a level ID for this guy. Interesting. Interesting? Oh. Oh, so it does not crash if you try to load a scene that doesn't exist. It just it just doesn't do anything. It just throws an error. That's interesting. Okay, so I think I technically have everything that I need to make a quote-unquote game. Because I can just make a series of levels that and just set the meta I set the level ID metadata and they will transition from one level to the next. It's not going to record any of the shinies or anything, and I don't have any enemies, but technically this is a good alpha. I think this is a decent enough point to attempt to fucking GitHub shenanigans. I do not fucking know how to do that. Oh, GitHub. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I have no clue how to version control settings. Okay, good do how to connect project to GitHub. Git. Okay. Hmm. Why do you want me to install GitHub Desktop? I don't want to do that. New repository, name. Oh, yeah, fuck no. Get rid of that. Absolutely get rid of the rulers. Hmm. Okay, I actually don't know what I did to make this appear. Oh, what the fuck? Camera. Fuck off. I'm just gonna relaunch. That should probably fix it. Come on. Steam. Close the application. Holy fucking shit. Close the application. Why do you still say Godot is running? Godot is not running. Wait, no, yes, Godot is running. Because I have a fucking second instance. There we go. There we go. Whatever the fuck this was is gone. Hmm. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Brain. Please think at all. You're not doing anything. I just realized that I've just been sitting here staring at my computer for who knows how long doing absolutely nothing. Okay, so the fucking brain not working in any capacity right now. Okay, so we have level transition functioning. Fuck. My head is just completely out of it. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Where's my water? My water went away. I'm gonna go find my water. Okay, I found my water. There's so many. How the fuck do I use GitHub with Godot? This feels like a thing that should just. It's just fucking right here. But it's not. I have Git set as the version control. Why are you not connected to GitHub? Or rather, why is there not like a just a simple button that I click and then it's like, oh, log into your account. Oh, hey, you can push a repository. Durr. It feels like it should be incredibly simple. The fuck do you mean parameter current scene is null? Fucking bullshit. The fuck do you mean current scene is null? This is the fucking current scene. I don't get it. Why are you returning null? How can there not be a current scene? The game is running. Reloads the currently active scene, replacing current scene with a new instance of its original packed scene. Returns OK on a success. Error unconfirmed if no current scene is defined. The root node of the currently loaded main scene, usually as a direct child of root. Yes. Fuck. Yeah, precisely. The fucking... The root node of the currently loaded main scene. What the fuck do you mean by main scene? That doesn't tell me anything. Oh wait, no, not add sibling. Because then it's gonna just put it right next to this button when it needs to go to a root. I do not get it. I don't understand. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Just fucking reload current scene. Is the issue because the hazard respawn trigger is technically in the spike scene? Like, it's not technically present in this scene, even though it's attached to the fucking spikes. Hmm. Let's go ahead and test that. No. Okay, so something is breaking in the transition from the main menu to the level. Because if I load the level directly, it's fine. go dot how to change current scene. No, fuck. That's not gonna work. Wait. Removing a collision object node during a physics callback is not allowed. That's a different error. I do not get it. And also, fucking having like the variable named current scene, that's gonna make it next to impossible to actually search the issue. Because that's not like a unique like term that only ever applies to this scenario. Like that's something that a million people are gonna be talking about just in casual development settings. Because they're like, oh yeah, the current scene. Even if it's not technically the current scene. Current scene is null. Good dot. Current scene is null. No, not nil. Null. Current scene returns null instance after switching to a new scene. Here's what we're looking for. Nope, that was not what I was looking for. Fuck. Very interesting. I guess ads aren't exactly 1 hour separated. Ooh, or maybe it's like the next set of ads will play 1 hour after the previous ads ended, rather than 1 hour after the previous ads started. Which is very annoying if that's the case. I would rather them start at the same point in the hour every time. And also, fucking ads don't happen consistently. There's like a minute delay or something after the initial intended minute delay. Might have to tweak some stuff. Okay. I don't know why. Current scene is null. Target scene, load. Add child. Queue. Okay. Let's try. Change scene to packed. Target scene. Let's try that. Current scene is null. What the fuck? Although, the fucking change scene to packed worked just implicitly. I didn't have to queue free anything. Why the fuck do I have to queue free here? I don't? Fucking. Okay. Why the. I don't. I don't. Oh, I'm so fucking tired. Why did you not work earlier? Like that. Like I explicitly had to go online. You weren't working. Fuck. This timer is pissing me off. Okay, let's see. Godot display leading zeros. Or rather, trailing decimal zeros. Okay, stepify functions. Stepify not found in base self. Stepify is not a thing. It is still possible to pad with zeros an integer placeholders by adding 0 before. Huh? I don't want to have leading zeros. I want to have trailing zeros. Oh my goodness. Just give me a simple answer. I can't find anything. Oh my goodness, how hard. It's a simple fucking timer. This is something that should have been done to death for aeons by now. Go.display trailing decimal zeros. The fuck? I'm it's doing absolutely nothing. Try the stepify. The stepify function doesn't fucking exist. I don't fucking know what this formatting is. Okay, so oh. Okay, so that just works. Although I don't know why it just works. I keep getting food ads. Oh, that's unfortunate. Food ads are the worst because then you want to go buy the food. At least with other ads, like, oftentimes it's like, I don't fucking need that. Okay, so... Okay, so point... Okay, so F... Okay, I don't know what this 0 is for. Oh... Hang on. Okay, nope, that's not what I thought it was. Okay, so F means a decimal real number. So float. 0.3, 3 decimal places. The point before F or V set position to 0 decimal places can be followed up with numbers to change, padded with zeros. Okay, so that's what I was wanting. Not sure what this bit is. The integer used for padding must appear before the dot. Hmm. Okay, so what's the 0 for? Absolutely nothing. I'm guessing the percent. Yeah. The percent is just so it registers it as a formatted string. And then the percent, and then the value that's being converted into string. Ooh, actually, hang on. Okay, there we go. Okay. So the number before the decimal point determines the total size, the total minimum size of the string. So if I go like 100, I was under the impression that I could designate the the leading character. Can I not? Okay, no. Okay, so I do not need that 0 because that's just to designate a minimum size of 0, which does absolutely nothing. So then the point, set precision to okay, so set precision to 0 decimal places, and then add it to the 3 so that it has 3 decimal places, and then F is just for float, and percent, and then the value. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay, good. Timer is fixed. Because you always... If you're making a speedrun timer, just do 3 decimal places. I feel like 3 decimal places is, the threshold at which it starts being, like, drastically infeasible to get a tied time. Like, it might still occasionally happen, but, like, it's decently common with, like, with 1 decimal place or 2 decimal places. But then like 3, it's just a nice number. The human brain likes the number 3. But then like going to like 4 or 5, that's just excessive. And then also just takes up more space visually. But I will never understand games that have their internal timers only display like full seconds, at least modern games. Because if you're making a speedrun timer that only displays full seconds, that's borderline useless. Oh, you absolute piece of shit. Okay, so I just pulled up a random calculator to turn this number of seconds into fucking hours, minutes, whatever. The drop down menu to choose what your input duration is, like I put the number in and then I choose seconds. For the drop down menu, it's in alphabetical order rather than like time unit order. So instead of going like second, minute, hour, day, blah blah blah, it goes centuries, days, decades, hours, microseconds, millennia, milliseconds, minutes, months. What the fuck is wrong with you? Makes sense. How does that make any sense? If you're displaying a list of time frames of varying sizes, you should order them like from smallest to largest or largest to smallest. It should not be alphabetical. I was being sarcastic. I did not pick up on that. That was not, from my perspective, that was not made clear at all. Why is it so fucking hard to just fucking reload the scene? Damn. This is a massive world that I could put stuff in. I don't know the tone indicator for sarcasm. To my understanding, it's /S, and then /SRS is for serious. Fuck. Fuck. I mean, I can't really make levels unless I have a way to kill the player, but apparently reloading the scene doesn't fucking work. Make a new player instance? Well, that wouldn't help. Because, like, one, we would have to reset the timer. Two, we would have to reset the position of any collectibles. If there are particular enemies that, like, move around, we would have to put them back to their home spots. So, like, yeah, you could manually reset all of that, but, like, the more, like, types of things we add, the more things we would have to manually reset. And then, like, that's gonna get out of hand very fast. It would be better in the long run to just figure out why Godot is a piece of shit. Why are you not... Why the fuck are you not queue-freeing? It works on the main fucking menu. Target ID equals... Oh, wait, no. Load equals get the fucking thing. Load equals get the fucking thing. Get tree, change scene to packed. It's the exact same fucking thing. It's the exact same thing. Variable target scene equals load, blah blah blah. Variable t equals load, blah blah blah. Get tree dot change scene to packed, target scene. Get tree dot change scene to packed, t. What the fuck? This is bullshit. It's not even fucking throwing any errors. Removing a collision node during a physics callback is not allowed. Remove with call deferred. Actually, well, let me test. Removing a collision object node during a physics callback is not allowed. Go.q reload current scene. Hmm. Oh, fuck off. Oh, that's a new crash. I didn't close this. Okay. Whenever I'm interacting with this, it's reloading level 1, which is what this guy is associated with. So for whatever reason, level 1 is considered the current scene. which is very odd. Okay, well let's go ahead and try and fix why you're not removing the previous scene. Oh yeah, it was because Godot is fucking stupid. I feel like I've ran into this issue before already. Method string name. Hmm. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, for fuck's sake. You should not call a method deferred from itself or from a method called by it. Infinite recursion. Nice. Hmm. Oh. Is it done like this? No. Did you successfully hit the gun? Kind of. I did make circles that moved across the screen. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to reload the level. Turns out it's impossible. Because fucking Godot is a piece of shit. Because what happens when I try to reload the level... Current scene is null. But... if I just am in the level... oh look, it's fine. Although, fucking removing a collision object during physics callback... is fucking piece of shit. It doesn't help that I'm really fucking tired. Ugh. Honestly, I think I might call the stream short soon-ish, just so I can get a little bit more sleep before work. But I wanted to try to figure this out before then, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I did get, level transitions working. Kind of. I'm able to load in a new level. And the new level is able to fucking reload properly, but then it still has removing the collision object. Which I've had this issue before, and someone gave me a solution, and I don't fucking remember what it is. Like, this says to use call deferred. Unfixable code versus unstoppable yawning. The ultimate combination to ensure you never get anything done. Like, seriously, I don't get why it's so fucking hard just to reload a scene. That feels like it should be so insanely simple. Fuck. Like, this feels like it should be something that's just built in and it just works. But no. Nothing's ever that simple. Although I suppose this is what happens when you have your coding streams immediately after you wake up. Can't just be running whatever happens at the start. But again, no, it's. I mean, maybe. Like, fucking Godot just loads in the scene. I don't know what it's doing on the back end. And then in the fucking script, it's just get tree dot reload current scene. Reloads the currently active scene, replacing current scene with a new instance of its original packed scene. But if we go to current scene, the root node of the currently loaded main scene, usually is a direct child of root. That doesn't tell me anything. Like, which of these three nodes would you say is the quote-unquote main scene? Because as it turns out, the answer is level 1, for whatever reason. Level 0 isn't even supposed to exist. It was supposed to get destroyed. I guess the reason it didn't get destroyed is fucking... fucking excuse me? Oh wait, hang on. Nope, that makes sense. Huh? Okay, there we go. So when I'm going from the main menu to a level, it doesn't properly set the main scene. But when I'm going from a level to another level, it does properly set the main scene. But the issue with that is they're using the exact same fucking code. Target scene equals blah blah blah. Get tree dot change scene to packed target scene. Variable t equals blah blah blah. Get tree change scene to packed t. Maybe I need to fucking have this in here? Nope. Nope, that didn't fix it. Although, I shouldn't even need queue free because change scene to packed is supposed to the current scene is immediately removed from the tree. Current scene will be null too because the new scene is not available yet. Well, that's whatever. At the end of the frame, the formerly current scene already removed will be deleted. The new scene will be instantiated and added to the tree. Current scene will be back to working as usual. So it's supposed to destroy itself. But for whatever reason, it just doesn't. Okay. If the text was more visible on the stream. Is that better? I can make it bigger. Although, if it gets too big, then it's annoying for me to use. Like, I kind of prefer it small, but I understand that makes it hard to read. I do plan on eventually changing up the OBS overlay. I would like, do you need to call Q free on parent when changing scenes? I don't know. I don't know if I need to. Because the way that the way that change scene to packed is worded makes it feel like I shouldn't have to. And on the title screen, when I run it, I don't have to. But then in the actual level, when I run it, I do have to. So I have no clue what Godot is smoking on the back end. Although for whatever reason, this on-body 2D insert does not have the icon for yeah, there we go. Now it has the fucking icon for being a sig. Why did you go away? What the fuck? Is that only for if you are currently selecting a specific node? Whatever. Cutting off the bottom top, a little off the sides. Zoomed in on OBS without losing anything. I don't know, because then that, like, if I did that, then that's gonna fucking cut off the inspector node, which is where you, like, mess with some of the variables. And then also, like, the scene hierarchy, at the very least, that's a pretty important one. Okay, if we're gonna be having ads soon, up, and I was gonna stop soon. Probably shouldn't make people sit through that. But yeah, I do want to tweak the OBS stuff at some point. Feel free to like send some ideas if you have any in like the Discord or something. Okay. Bye bye. Thank you for being here and all that fun stuff. I'm going to try to sleep.